Well, hi! Welcome to Elden Ring. It's been like 2 weeks since I last played the video game, so we're going to do a bit of a big recap and go through the actual story of what we know so far because Monster Hunter Wilds came out and that became my life. This is the intro of the main game.
The fallen leaves. Tell us.
That's Marika, the eternal queen of the lands between. That's Radagon, her husband and the second Elden Lord. Notice how they are in the same exact pose as each other. Marika is trying to shatter the Elden Ring. Radagon is trying to put it back together. They are in the same exact pose because they are actually the same person. They are one single person that transforms into Radagon and then back to Marika and so on and so forth. Two people in one form.
The great Elden Ring was shattered.
When the Elden Ring shattered, the shards spread across the lands between, with the big ones being given to all of the demigod children. The big-ass golden Erdtree also spread its seed, and a bunch of baby Erdtrees started to grow. That's Marika again. Excuse me.
Queen Marika the Eternal is...
Marika is called the Queen Marika the Eternal because she took the shard of destined death out of the Elden Ring, which basically made it so that no one in the lands between can die of natural causes. They can't die of hunger, they can't die of old age, so on and so forth. The only way they can die is if they are killed, and if they are killed, they will eventually be reborn anyway, so there's really no point in doing that either.
Where to be found?
Why'd she do all that? I don't know.
In the night of the Black Night.
But one day, these Black Knife assassins here stole a shard of that Rune of Destined Death, and imbued it inside of 2 daggers. One of these daggers was used to kill Godwyn the Golden, Marika's firstborn son, a character that everyone liked. Everyone loved Godwyn the Golden. So the Black Knife assassins killed Godwyn the Golden using this Rune of Destined Death and carved a half circle into his flesh. I know it doesn't look like it, but trust me. This caused Godwyn the Golden to die, but only in soul. His soul died, but his body lived on. This was orchestrated by Ranni the Witch, who's this character right here, who also got killed using one of those daggers, but she carved the other half of the circle into her flesh, making it so that her body died, but her soul lived on. So Godwyn's soul died, but Ranni's body died. His body lived on and was buried, causing roots to spread throughout the world that ended up reviving the dead. It revived skeletons. It created a creature called Those Who Live in Death. Ranni, on the other hand, was doing all of this to try to escape her destiny as she was in line to become the successor to Marika, and she didn't want that.
Marika's offspring, demigods all,
No, Jenny.
claimed the shards.
So all of the big shards were given to all of the demigod children, including Radahn and it's really just Radahn that we see here, who then tried to besiege the city of Leyndell, the capital city of the country, of the lands between, in an attempt to become the Elden Lord and marry his mother, and become the successor and be able to bring the lands between back to glory. In the middle of this siege, a character named Morgott, another one of Marika's children, sprung out of the sewers and attacked Radahn, defeating him and causing the siege to retreat. Morgott is a thing called an omen alongside his brother. Brother, this sinks. You can see right here, sinks. This stinks, who you can see right here. This is Mohg. Both of them are a creature called a omen. An omen is a a person who is born with animalistic features. This can be horns, tails, wings, claws, talons, if you will, so on and so forth. It is shunned by the Golden Order. It is shunned by Marika's Golden Order. And in turn, anyone that is born with those features in a noble house is then sealed underground in the sewer beneath the capital city. Anyone who isn't of noble birth and has one of these children, they have these children's horns forcibly cut and shaved off, which causes 99% of them to die. A lot of these are babies. But those who live become, but those who live are then continue to live in basically a racist country, a racist kind of situation. It's the only way to put it.
Claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
Once again, this is Mohg. While Morgott remains loyal to the Golden Order despite being shunned by them, and is the only loyalist of the Golden Order left in the family, the only one who appreciates what Marika did, basically, Mohg went against Marika and Marika's god, the Greater Will, and instead embraced a different god named the Formless Mother. This is where we're now going to talk about outer gods. So Elden Ring is a story of multiple tiers of God, right? We got Mohg, Morgott, Godwyn, Ranni, Radahn, Ricard, Malenia, Miquella, so on and so forth. All of these are demigods, right? Some of them are actually true gods because they're born through incestual means, but you get the idea. These are demigods. Above them is Marika, and nearly Marika alone, who is a god. Just straight. Then above Marika, there's there's outer gods above it all. And outer gods are basically otherworldly beings that we have no idea what they look like, no idea how they interact, no idea how they communicate. They are in outer space, they are eldritch horrors, we don't know nothing. But they have a lot of effect over the lands between and the goings on within it. They clearly are active and exist, but we don't know much about them. So Marika is loyal to the Greater Will. So Marika is loyal to the Greater Will. Meanwhile, Mohg is loyal to the Formless Mother, a god of blood flame, a goddess of blood flame. We don't know if she's actually named the Formless Mother. That's just what Mohg calls her.
The mad tale
Oh, also, this is Miquella. We'll talk more about him in a second.
of their newfound strength. Triggered.
This is Ricard. During the age of the Golden Order in Marika's reign, Ricard was a thing called a praetor. It's basically a Roman word that means sheriff. He was a sheriff. He tortured people. He imprisoned people, that kind of thing. He basically figured out all of the secrets of the lands between, and having learned those secrets, ended up turning against the Greater Will and becoming Ricard the Blasphemous, fighting against the Golden Order until he eventually fed himself to a giant serpent. You can see he's even serving himself up on a golden platter. He served himself to a serpent that then he merged with and became part of the serpent with the goal of devouring the other gods and becoming strong and taking over the lands between. Also notice that there's a hatched egg. He also has a kid named Zarias, or Raya. This is where I'm going to pause for a second and mention that there's actually two families here. I've been saying all this as in everyone is Marika's child. They are not. There's two families here of separate birth. So there's Ronnie, Ricard, and Radon. All three of these are children of a character named Renala. Renala is a astrologer who worships the moon in a way and knows magic because of the moon, and basically led this world's version of Hogwarts. Radagon married Renala and had these three children until eventually he divorced Renala and married Marika and then had children with her as well. This is all separate from when Marika was previously married to Godfrey, who had three children with Marika. But keep in mind that Radagon is Marika, so technically they are all Marika's children. They just don't know it. Okay, cool. That's the complicated part, but it doesn't really fucking matter.
War from which no lord arose.
This is the last of the children of the main game. This is that we haven't spoken about at all. This is Melania. She is Marika's child and Radagon's child. So basically, she is born of two of the same person. So that's like as incest can be. It's like you had a kid with your twin, right? So she is technically a true god, and in turn is something called an Empyrean. Her, Mikola, and Ronnie are all Empyreans. It basically means like that they are so inbred that their blood is pure. That's the best way to put it. Yeah. So these three people can take up Marika's position as not Elden Lord, but Queen. Meanwhile, they can marry someone and have them become the Elden Lord, making it so that Marika doesn't need to be in the picture. Yeah. I should mention at this time that our character, the Tarnished, who we will talk about in a second, is married to Ronnie.
A war.
So, now that we see the bigger picture here, Melania is, because she is a true god, that also means that she can be a envoy of an outer god and a chosen apostle. So, in turn, rather than being a chosen apostle of the greater will, like Marika is, she is a chosen apostle of Scarlet Rot, another outer god. In turn, she is always dying. She is rotting from the inside. She is decaying. And that's what she resembles. She represents decay. Meanwhile, Mikola over here is her twin brother. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? There you are. Mikola over here is her twin brother. Mikola is always growing. He is in a constant state of growth. So they both represent two sides of the same coin. Not life or death, but growing and decaying. All right, back to it. She's about to fight Radon, who we've already mentioned a little bit. He learned gravity magic in order to save his favorite city and stop the stars in their place. We don't know why he did that second part. But he initially learned magic so that he could ride his scrawny little horse Leonard.
Leading to abandonment by the greater will.
That's a statue of Marika.
Rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live.
A Tarnished is a character who has lost the sight of grace, which basically means they're not in the Greater Will's plan anymore. And in turn aren't given rebirth. That's Horalu, aka Godfrey. He's the first Elden Lord and the original husband of Marika. That's Gold Mask. He's basically a Golden Order loyalist. Basically, think of it like Catholicism, where the Bible isn't actually the Bible. The Quran is the Bible because it's unchanged. The Quran is the true version of what the Bible was. So basically, this book right here is this world's version of the Quran. That book. That's the best way to put it. So he believes in the true Golden Order. This is Fia, the deathbed companion. She fucks corpses. And when she fucks those corpses, they get given rebirth. Because she basically takes small amounts of heroic souls and then fucks the corpse. So he's Jewish? I thought the Quran was Muslim. I don't know, correct me.
The deathbed companion.
This is the loathsome dung eater. First he kills you, and then he fucks your corpse. And when you eventually wake up from being killed because death doesn't exist in this world, you're given an STI, and that STI means that you can never be reborn ever again. And any children that you have can also not be reborn. This is Sir Gideon Ofnir. He's a racist and also a big nerd. Kind of racist. He's racist against a race that every single person in the Lands Between hates, but still. They're like artificial life. Okay. Notice that he's sitting in a pool of ears and eyeballs. He hears all and sees all and knows all. And then lastly, there's us, the player character. I should mention that all the Tarnished are, not all. Most of the Tarnished are, descendants of a person who fought in Godfrey's army, or are the people from Godfrey's army themselves. We don't know which we are. I assume that we were in Godfrey's army, given other context clues that we see throughout, but, we don't know. But regardless, we were left behind. We didn't leave with Godfrey when Godfrey got banished by Marika to go to the Badlands. When they got divorced, we instead stayed in the Lands Between.
The Elden Lord.
Flashbang. Now we're at the DLC. This is now the DLC. That was the recap of the main game. Now the DLC.
16.
Almost done, chat. Should mention that I know significantly less about this one because we're still playing it. This is the wrong trailer, I think. This is the wrong trailer. Okay, take 2. You would, Quack.
Miquella the Kind spoke of the beginning.
Miquella, once again, Melania's brother, and son of Marika and Radagon. Right now, that's him putting his hand inside of Mohg's dead bussy, ripping out a piece of shmeat.
Betrayal. An affair from which gold arose.
He opened a gateway to the Shadowlands, which is how we were able to get in, all in an effort to revive Radahn. We don't know why. Along the way, he shed pieces of his body, leaving a trail behind him, but also shed his very fate in destiny.
What followed was a war unseen.
All in a goal to be reborn, by the way, but we don't really know context behind that either.
One that could never be put to song.
These are parts of Mesmer's army. They're killing a group of people called the Horn Scent. That's Mesmer himself, also a child of Marika and Radagon. One not mentioned in the main game.
Of Mesmer's flame.
He did this at order of Marika. Because she's racist against people with horns. We don't know why. There's a horn sense on the spikes. And in turn, the video game begins. We're following Mikula's footsteps, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Mikula would abandon everything.
Everyone that you're about to see in the next scene and a couple scenes from here was charmed by Mikula, by his greater rune. And when he eventually shattered that greater rune, it made that charm break and no one was charmed by him anymore. And a lot of people realized that they were charmed and were really mad about it. And now want to kill him.
Even his fate. But we are not deterred. We choose to follow.
That sucks.
Will you walk with us?
And that's the DLC. Alright, let's jump in. Oops. Hey, so I was fighting a stupid fucking boar last time I played the game, and I definitely forgot that I was fighting a stupid fucking boar. Do I remember how to play this game? Kinda. No. Alright. Don't talk about your mother like that. My mom's not a cop. Thank you very much. No thanks. Pass. Fuck. So in Monster Hunter Wilds, you have to press this button right here to open the radial menu, and then you push up to get the to do the potion for me, because that's how I set up my radial menu. So I just tried to press I just tried to press this button to open the radial menu to heal. So that's where we're at. Okay. Dead. Okay. My guy. I'm dead. Dang that attack. Okay. Point blank charge. Okay. Okay. Always that move. Okay, I think I figured it out. The one move I've been struggling on. Oh, fuck. I always get hit by the first one. But I think I have... I couldn't see. I shouldn't have said anything. Yo? Poke. Don't. Ah. Very inconsistent at dodging the first one of those, but I figured out the rest, I think. That's new. Like it with the freaking second. Ooh. Fuck! The first time I fucked that up today. I never read this. When the flame... Incantation of the Fire Knights under Mesmer the Impaler's personal command. Launches a flame with serpentine coil. Charging enhances potency. When the flame they received from Mesmer would not find purchase within them, the Fire Knights relied on fire incantations to honor their bond. Dang. I really like that attack, the airborne one he just did. That's a really cool looking attack. Dang. Can't believe I dodged that. Dang it! That would have been it. Early. This boss sucks! Okay. Orbs. I had to focus on so many things just then. Oh, again! I don't agree that I should have been hit by that. This one I should be. Whew. Ah! Fuck that guy! Fuck you! Fuck that guy! That boss sucked! Fuck that guy! Fuck that boss! That boss fucking sucked! You fucking sucked, Wild Boar Rider! Fuck that guy! God damn. Let's read his bullshit. Remembrance of Commander Gaius honed into the Skidoo tree. Both were as elder brothers to the lion. What? Both were as elder brothers to the lion, and both were cursed from birth. In spite of, or perhaps because of this very reason, Gaius was both Mesmer's friend and the leader of his men. Both were as elder brothers. Both were as elder brothers to the lion. Both were as elder brothers to the lion, and both were cursed from birth. Elder brothers to the lion. Radon? I don't know. It's either Radon or Godfrey. Godfrey doesn't make sense, so it had to be Radon. Let's go back and read his stuff at the finger reader. Okay, what do you got? Heavy thrusting sword? Damn right. Weighty and capable of being brought to bear with great force. This armament shows the true potential when used astride a mount. Gaius himself was never without his boar. Spinning gravity thrust, a gravity skill honed by the disciples of an alabaster lord, uses gravitational power to hang in the air before rotating body and charging forward. An additional input allows for follow-up attack. Gaius and Radon were good rivals in their youth, and this sorcery is a product of their friendly competition. So both of them were learning gravity magic at the same time and were rivals. Combine that with the description of both were as elder brothers to the lion and both were cursed from birth. In spite of, or perhaps because of this very reason, Gaius was both of Mesmer's friend and leader of his men. Now, cursed from birth, I don't get that. Brothers to the lion, elder brothers to the lion, and it doesn't say they are elder brothers, it says they both were as elder brothers to the lion. Gaius isn't related to Radon, but he was a rival, aka maybe an elder brother kind of thing. So, I think this is saying that both Mesmer and Radon are both Mesmer and Radon, both Mesmer and Gaius are elder brothers to Radon. They're his elder. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. How would Mesmer be older than Radon? If Mesmer is both child of Marika and Radagon, but Radagon married Renala, how would Mesmer exist before Radagon married Renala? Did they have an affair with themselves? Did they have children before Radagon got married to Renala? Maybe during? I don't know. Could they have been together before recorded history? No. Because history's recorded all the way before Radagon existed. Well, when she was married to Godfrey still. Is it possible that Radagon started to exist? Marika had children with Radagon. And then the divorce happened? Hi, Chunk. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I don't know, man. Very puzzling. Lost all games, both games. Love you, homie. Go take cover. I love you. Mwah! Be safe. I hope everything ends up okay. Let me pick up my 0 souls. Nice. Got my 0 souls down packed. It looks like a lot of people died here. Looks like Gaius has been fighting here for a while. Before I got here. Whoop! Get me out of here! Get me off! Okay. So even though we're in a shadow realm, I think that's the same moon? Which is interesting. Can't remember how to play this game anymore. Maybe it's inverted. Hang on, I want to see something. Yeah, it seems to be exactly the same. I was guessing maybe it was inverted from each other, but... Did I just watch the moon despawn? What the what? Moon? I just watched the moon despawn. What? What the fuck? I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It does look a lot brighter here, though. In the shadow realm, which is interesting. Oh, I'm 7,000 off from leveling up? Okay. I'll use 2. Just watch the fucking moon despawn. Yeah, this is the Shadow Realm from Yu-Gi-Oh! It is confirmed. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Connected Universe. The YCU. Oh, I should make a marker real quick. There you go. Way on the VOD they can see. God, I'm so used to Monster Hunter. That way on the VOD it's marked that this is where we moved on. And they audibly heard me make that marker. Because I talked about it. Albanoric Shack. Sharp Shot Talisman. Talisman depicting an archer wielding a longbow, an Albanoric woman. Boosts attack power of precision aim shots. The Albanoric archers were in class of their own, and their own deadly long-range specialists struck fear into the hearts of men. Hey, speaking of... I don't kill dogs in this house, so I can't kill her. Simple as that. Don't kill dogs, can't kill her. Check the perimeter. Ooh, that's pretty. I am no man. I know that you're saying Nazgul. Oh, I guess that's a reference to the end of Lord of the Rings. I don't fucking know, man. I was trying to figure out last night, and I never figured it out, and I didn't look it up. So nobody look it up, but tell me if you know. Don't look it up. We're not using Google to solve this problem. Just say if you know. Who's the director of not George, sorry. Who's the director of Lord of the Rings? Don't look it up. Only if you know. What's his name? I know Tolkien is the creator of Lord of the Rings, of the books. What's the name of the director of the movies? Skidoo. 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 Peter Jackson. Thank you. That's a lot of skidoo for fucking Blessed Bone Shard? Huh. A lot of skidoo. Why was there so much skidoo there? It's at the foot of the tree. Maybe meant for prayer? Left here as an offering. That would be my guess. That is that all of that was left here as an offering. Skadoosh. Yeah. Hey, I should start saying these out loud every now and then. Hey, join the Discord to keep up with my schedule and stuff and know when I'm posting stuff and stuff. Join my Discord. I actually use it for a lot of things. It's more than just, hey, chatting with the rest of the community. You can use it for that, too. We have, like, movie nights and stuff. You can use it for that, too. But, like, I also post my weekly schedule in there and such, so, you know. It's more than just a random Discord. Skidoo Tree Chalice. Yeah. That's not where I wanted to go, though. I wanted to go this way, but I didn't find the path. There's something about... There was a Marika statue back there? I didn't see a Marika statue. I'll go back. That way is very hidden. I'm finding that. Yeah, I'm seeing that. There's a Marika statue back here? Back at the boss Grace with the boar boss or mesmer boss? What was that just then? Oh. Boar? Okay, I'll go back. Okay. One sec. This also gives me an opportunity to consume my skidoo. I'll do it in a minute. Hang on. I'll figure this out first. So I did read this. Have mercy for the spirited away shamans. I did read that. Have mercy for the spirited away shamans. Okay, hang on. I'll figure it out. Maybe it's grovel for mercy? Maybe? I'm gonna try one more time, but I'm gonna actually equip it. I see that that's there, but, like, this is in the center of the room, so, like, hang on, let me try again. I don't need a hint. Okay, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. Oops, didn't mean to do it again. How about balled up, because it's like a baby. And Marika's got a lot of kids. Okay. Have mercy for the spirited away shaman. What is Marika to Mesmer is what your hint was. I don't even know if you have what you need. Well, that would suck. Um... Hang on, I got this. I'll hang on. So I don't have it, you don't think? I missed an item? Well, I assume this is related to Mesmer. Most things are. So I'll head up to Mesmer's room and see if I missed an item up there. But I don't think I did. I forget where you get it, but I feel like it was related to something else. Hang on. What does it say again? Let me read again. Let me refresh. I can only assume that this message right here. Oops. Have mercy for the spirited away shamans. I can only assume that that is related to the item that I need, and that's hinting that, hey, you need this thing. Spirited away shamans. There's two results that means to me. There's two things that means to me, rather. The spirited away shamans. Spirited away shamans. Spirited away shamans. Shamans. This is leading to Rao. Shamans. The shamans. The Horn send shamans in that lead to the one guy that I can't remember the name of. What's his name? Hang on, I'll figure it out. Hang on, wait. What was his fucking name? Fucking big frenzy man. The frenzied king. Midas. My Sharona. My peanuts. I slammed my peanuts in the car door. Well, that's Jory. That's not what I was looking for. But that is an Inquisition, not Shamans. I don't remember. Midra, thank you. And here's another statue of it. Was it on that guy? You know those Keebler striped cookies? Yeah, when I was a kid, a lot of my childhood, I was raised by basically 3 people. One being my mother, another being my aunt, who babysat for like a living, and I was one of the kids that she babysat. And my grandmother, my great-grandmother, who is from France, who recently passed, but I learned that the way that she came to America is that she was actually a prostitute who seduced my great-grandfather, and they fell in love, and then she came to America, which is pretty cool. But I was raised by her a lot. And I remember growing up that she would take those Keebler striped cookies and she would have them in a jar, and I always thought that she made them. They were like my treat, you know? They were like, "Oh, you did good. Here's a treat." And she would always treat that as like the treat. And I always thought that she made them. I always thought that they were like her thing, that she did it. So then when I grew up and I eventually got a 9 to 5, I worked at a Dollar General, and I learned that I found those Keebler cookies and sold them, and I was like, wait a minute. You're telling me my grandma didn't make these? Wait a minute. And that's when I learned that they weren't her creation, that they were just cookies. Ours were called Grand Nannies, and they were Scotch mints. Interesting. Gma had Riz. She did. I mean, she was from France, so like, you know, City of Love and all that. But that's why I say that I'm French, because while there are other things in my like gene pool, right? Like I got German, I got Irish, I got Dutch. Those are like the big ones other than French. My great grandmother was from France directly, with no like dilution between her being from France to me, and I was raised by her, so like that's why I say that I'm mostly French. Are you Canadian? No, I'm American. French Canadians are why the French get a bad rep, though. It sounded like that one story from Friends with Phoebe's mom and Grandma's cookies, and it was from like the box of chocolate chip bag or something. I've never seen Friends. Fun fact. The only thing I know about Friends is that's it. I'm 50% German and the rest French Canadian, and I agree. Hate French Canadians. A lot of them are pricks. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm gonna need a nudge. Check this out. Free 20,000. Do you know the item or the location? How many blank spots is that? Okay, well, hang on. I already figured that out. That's Bonnie Village. You're saying Bonnie Village. So I guess the location. I guess the answer was location. But you're saying Bonnie Village. Which is right here. I did go here. I do remember seeing someone else who worked at Bonnie Village or something. Much too young to understand, but being older, understanding comes as wisdom. Having seen how many... Let me rephrase. Being American and seeing how many older people have been manipulated by American politics and American news sources and so forth, and how much the older generation has been consumed by hatred because of it, and how ignorant a lot of that older generation is especially when it comes to internet literacy and stuff like that, media literacy and stuff like that. The whole idea of older people having wisdom has completely faded from my brain. Completely. Because, like, while sure, the older generation has experience in a lot of places, it's become to a point where I think a lot of them are now out of their depth. And in turn, the wisdom that they would have had in, like, the 80s and such, before the technological boom that we're going through right now, and grain of salt, I wasn't a kid in the 80s or anything, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it just was never a thing, and it just all was a myth, but regardless, I digress. The wisdom that the older generation had, it has diluted because technology has moved too fast, and the older generation, post-baby boom, are too ignorant to advance. Too ignorant and stubborn. Alright. Whoa! So in turn, I would argue most cases, the older generation being wise is now it has now become a myth. For the most part. And in turn, the most wise people are the ones that are willing to open their mind and learn. When they have experience on things that align with evidence-based facts, science, then their wisdom is welcome, but when it comes to newer news and science, they don't know how to, and even are sometimes too tired to want to put in the work to distinguish between reputable sources. I think the wisdom that the older generation had is in people skills and an understanding of nature through historic experience. But it is an intelligence of a current time. More an intelligence of people at their core when actually meeting them and spending time with those people. I don't agree with that, because growing up, I learned to respect others, right? Growing up, I learned that I should care for those around me, and I should be accepting and loving for those around me. And then flash forward 15 years or whatever, my mother is saying that she doesn't care about what's going on in Palestine and stuff. So, while I think what you're saying does have a base in truth, I think that too has become diluted because of the hatred that modern media and modern politics have bred into current day culture. Does that make sense? Am I off base? Hi Balfour, how are you? Sorry, I was we're at the end, I think, of a real talk, a brief real talk. Do you not? I'm gonna hang out. Is this our monthly real talk? No, 'cause I'm moving on in a second. Do you not accept her care? I don't know your mother, but if I did, she would probably love you. She loves me. She does not believe that trans people are real. You know what I mean? That's why I specifically mentioned people they interact with / talk to. They didn't live in a parasocial way we have, where we can have empathy for those we don't speak with. That's fair. I don't know. I think the wisdom that the older generation has that phrase, that the meaning behind that phrase, what that concept is, has diluted. You know what I mean? Well, I do think it was at one time true. Okay, real talk over. Moving on. Playing video game. Yeah, I never went across that bridge. I haven't seen any of this over here. That was Binding of Isaac. Oh, it's another one of these. Are you getting the storm? No. You'd hear it. I have my window open right now. He hit me with his peanuts. Bonnie Jail? Irish? Elden Ring is mostly based off Scottish and Irish folklore. Interesting. I'm getting sucked off, dude! Have you watched the new movie called Electric State? Nope. How'd you like the Invincible finale? I haven't watched it yet. I'll get to it like throughout the next few days, because I like I slow cook them because I only watch them while I eat, because I want to pay attention to them, but I also have work to do, so I can't do both. This morning, my friend CB Doodles was playing Dark Souls, and I wanted to watch that instead. I didn't want to miss their first experience of Dark Souls. So I was watching that instead. But now that I know I have to fucking watch stupid-ass fucking Echo in order to fully enjoy Daredevil Season 4, now I'm going to be going back to and finishing Invincible during my eat time. And then I'm going to watch Echo when I start the editing process. so that I can have it on the side while I'm doing something else. Because I do not need to pay attention to echo. Yeah, I know how Gao is pronounced. I'm aware, I'm a knower. I'm a bit of a knower. Yeah, I figured. Somebody's muffler just fell off outside my window or something. It fucking picked up on the mic. Why is this called the good jail? Kind of implies the existence of a bad one, huh? He wasn't a knower in the first Elden Ring playthrough? No, I wasn't. I learned some way along the ways that it was pronounced. That's how they spelled jail. Which is stupid. Pretty stupid, isn't it? Hi. Don't hit me with your peanuts! No! It wasn't your peanuts. Okay, I'm chill. I slammed my peanuts in the Elden Ring. Yeah, it was just a little bit Jersey. Bottle of water, isn't it? Just a little Jersey as a treat. Yeah, y'all remember Jersey Shore? What a time that was. Good times, good times. Simpler times. Broom, broom. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. In the Bonnie Village. Gal. Hey. Sounds like you're trying to lean into the northern accent, but which might be your issue because northern accents are a bit of Brit and Scot. The implication that I wasn't trying to do British with New Jersey. We're in New York. I can't really do New Jersey specific.
Bing bong ding dong, fuck those statues.
Yeah, I agree. So how is Dark Souls? Oh, fuck those statues. I get it. So you beat Iron Man? Oh. Stop. Cease. Okay. Oh! That was scary. First try. Ring that bell and killed, like, and subscribed. Now the real video game begins. So are we not friends with the nice pop people? Not with these pop people. Okay, well, I did that. There's one thing that I wanted to see in here that I didn't do. So when I walked in, first off, I didn't do that. When I walked in, there was like a drop point. I walked it down here, right? And I fucked this man with his weird peanuts. Right? Then I immediately walked through there, I think. And then killed those guys. But you can see that there's actually a drop. See that? So, in one of these rooms, there was a way down. I think it was this room over here. Oh, whoops. I think it was this room over here, where there was a drop. I got sucked. Yeah, it was this path, and then there's the drop right there. So, rather than go that way, I want to see what happens if I just drop down on this path. Does this lead somewhere new, or is it just a different way to get to the same place? Hi! Okay, take two. Nothing in here. You missed. Yoink. It wasn't worth it. And then there would be no way to go but out. Okay. Add some nacho cheese onto that. I don't have any nacho cheese because that's nacho cheese. I miss eating hot Cheetos with nacho cheese. It gave me the worst stomach ache and shitties, but it was worth it. Okay. Well, I found this. It's not what I was apparently over here for, but it's something. I'm just gonna run past these scorpions now. Cobblemon or Monhunt? I'm gonna pick Monhunt every single time. Granted, maybe you should take a break. They are adding new content over time. So I know there's these guys. Funny looking tree. Yeah, I never got that. I never went over to the funny looking tree. Thank you for the nudges, guys. Never found that one. Never would have come back here either. Okay. So now that I have that, I can use... Oops. Hey, Chai. How are you? Oh, mother. Mother. Will you open up your sweet gate? Will you let me in, oh, mother? Mother. Ba-boo-ba-ba-dee-doo-bum-bum. Mother! Yeah, I would have never gotten that. Thank you for opening your bussy, mommy. Pretty. What is that? Oh, a bear. Well, that's no good. That's how I am too, farm. Hello, bear. I think this area is very pretty. Very pretty. Are those bears chilling over there? Bears chilling over theirs. This is just the bear zone. The zone of bears. Excuse me, pardon me, just passing through. Don't mind me. No need to worry about me. I'm nothing, Mr. Bears. Mr. or Mrs. Bears. These bears are different. These are different. Okay, maybe these bears have to worry about me a little. These bears are different. Hey, bear, you're a little quirky. Kind of look like that boss bear that I fought that one time. But different. Tinier. Itty bitty. Don't tell Ace. But nothing new. Reminds me of one of my nurses from my hospital stay. She called everyone Pumpkin. And so everyone called her Pumpkin. She was so nice. I love her. You either call you Pumpkin or Mama. Drew doesn't realize how much of an honor it is to be called Mama by an older Latina. Alright, I'll accept it, I guess. I don't know why over here exists. Why does over here exist? This is the third unique bear. But maybe if I kill this unique bear, something will happen. Excrement of a large carnivorous beast containing fragments of horns. Found underfoot in places like forests where beasts dwell. It is said that the deadliest of the horned predators enjoy sport of hunting and devouring other horned creatures. Ooh. I feel as though I'm missing something up here.
To taste it.
The poop? I feel like I'm missing something up here, but I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe if I didn't fight the bear in the other place, it would be here. I don't know. Chat, what's your favorite pasta shape? Honestly, I could fuck with anything. But I just like a classic spaghetti. You know? Angel hair I also fuck with. I'm chill with that. But I just like classic spaghetti. But again, I'll fuck with anything. This guy's a little different than the other Erdtree guys. He's got like a mohawk. I don't think the other ones had a mohawk. Maybe because this is a Skidoo tree sentinel, not a Erdtree sentinel. I feel like I get baited into fighting this tree sentinel, thinking that it's a different tree sentinel. There's also a summon sign right there, I just noticed. And but when I walk up to this homie, also I lost 200,000 souls just then. That hurts. I don't know where the summon sign went. There it is. Who are you? Gotcha. It's the finger lady. It's the fingering lady. Does this horse have a peanuts? I didn't get a good enough look at the horse's peanuts to know whether or not it was a peanuts. Kinda. Erdtree. Blessing of Marika. Oh, I never read this. Curse blades appear to dance when they spin their shimmering circular blades. These ascetics who failed to become tutelary deities were a scourge for those who attempted to invade the horn-sent homeland. Long ago, before the land was overshadowed by invasion, this scourge was shunned, and the curse blades were imprisoned. It was during this confinement that Mira met Labirith. Whoa, crazy. And upon her death, Labirith was plunged into devastating darkness.
This imprisoning me. All that I say, if it ain't done wrong.
Completely restores HP and heals all ailments. Marika once created several of these physiques for Mesmer's sake, but never again. I didn't lose my souls! Wait. I didn't gain any souls for that fight. This place is called the Hinterland. What does that mean, chat? Also, make sure y'all are predicting those points went into the void. Hinterland. I also never used this. I can do like 2. Hinterlands. It's the environment, usually? Well, I think Hinter means something in, like, German or something. I guess that guy's bugged. I don't know. It made a summon sound when he appeared. I don't know. Hinterland sounds familiar to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just making it up. The often uncharted area beyond the coastal district or a river bank. Interesting. There's about to be an ad, so we're going to take a full-on pee break. Okay. Drew, if you did make a squad, would you call it the squad? Maybe. I'd probably call it the Sunn Bros. With 2 N's. Maybe. Here's another prediction. Don't forget to predict. Could go into the void. That summon sign reappeared. I fought the guy up here. He came down from here. Are there just many tree sentinels, maybe? Does this pop up with Great Enemy Felled? It pops up with Enemy Felled. I mean, I guess each of these are individual bosses, so I'll just whatever, man. I don't know. The Sunny Squad. What does Jimmy just go, Wog? I don't think she's saying Wog. I think she's saying hi. I don't know. The only one I remember that she says usually is Shuvar. Or no, sorry, it's Shavar. That's it. She goes, Shavar. And I think in Monster Hunter language, that probably means Sunny Squad up. I assume that probably means looking good. But when they're not speaking to you, I think everyone speaks Monster Hunter language. Which might be the reason why Monster Hunter language isn't an option, because everyone speaks that by default when you're not talking to them. But I wish it was just an option in general. Shavar. I get it. Sunny side up, sunny squad up. You know, I've never had sunny side up eggs. Shaman Village. Hold up. Oh, hang on. Get that out of there. Now that's pretty. Also, I'm going to audio boost this for you, chat. It's a warning, this might be loud at first. Listen to the music. Hear it? Just the strings chiming in every now and then. Now let me tell you why that's significant. Let me go ahead and pull up a little ditty for you. If I type in here, Elden Ring main theme. Hear it? Hear that beginning? It's the same thing. So the music that is happening at the beginning of the Elden Ring theme, and at the end as well. Sorry. Oh, sorry, it's not actually here. It's a different one. My bad. Point is, the music that plays there is playing in this area right now. Now, that music has greater implications than just that is the main theme of Elden Ring. I'm not going to dive deeper because it would be spoilers for the end of the video game that we haven't experienced yet. But I haven't even walked in this village yet, and they're playing that music right now. I feel as though we're on the precipice of something. And I don't know what that is. but I feel like we're on the precipice of something. Just a golden tree in the middle of a field. So fucking pretty. Secret incantation of Queen Marika. Only the kindness of gold, without order. Creates a small, illusory Erdtree that continuously restores HP of nearby allies. Marika bathed the village of her home in gold, knowing full well that there was no one to heal. Her home. Is this Marika's home? Is that why this melody's playing? Not really melody, this texture, I guess, is playing. This tune? I don't know. God damn. Is that why this place is so hidden away? Because this is where Marika is originally from? God damn. Alright, I know I'm not reading chat right now. I'm enraptured in questions. I thought Marika was from space. I guess they never really said that. I feel as though, while I am at the edge of the cliff face, leading to where my goal is, which is there must be more to do here. But it is possible. Interesting. Interesting. golden braid from a person entwined within a tree. A braid of golden hair cut loose. Queen Marika's offering to the grandmother. What was her prayer? Her wish? Her confession? There's no one left to answer, and Marika never returned home again. So this was Marika's home. She lived here. And then she was given somehow, or gained somehow, attention by the greater will. And she left home, never returning, as the only ones left in the home were her and the grandmother. Didn't say her grandmother. It said the grandmother. But this area is bathed in golden light with this one tree. I have a few ideas. Was grandmother capitalized? Yes. So grandmother is a title, not her grandmother, but the grandmother. Which I assume is you. So I have a few ideas. One of which requires a respec, which I am not eager to do. I'd rather not. But I'm not against it. Okay. What does this need? 70 faith. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not getting 70 faith. Huh. I guess the biggest piece of the puzzle that I'm missing. And I don't know if I'm missing it because I haven't found it, or I haven't been told it, or if I just basically missed it. Because it is similar to something that I missed in my original playthrough. It's simply... God, that's intense. It's simply... What is the Shadowlands? Oh, sorry. I gotta catch up with chat for a second. I'd love to see you try to figure out a randomizer of a game you like. Like, what if randomizer of Elden Ring? What do you mean figure out a randomizer? I know how to do randomizers for some things. I usually don't do those because it's our first playthrough, or with this case, this is a lore through. So changing the location of things kind of greatly affects the story. Is this that field where the angry Mikola people were in the first trailer? No, I think they were at the first little cross thing that we found in the first area of this DLC. Also, aren't Mikola and Melania kind of symbolized with flowers? Oh, he respawns, huh? Kinda, Yeah, I guess, yeah. They do have flowers tied to them. I could dive further into that, but I don't want to without spoiling something. Did Marika and Radagon have kids that were killed by horn people? Marika and Radagon had 2 confirmed children, Melania and Mikola. But also, it seems like they also had 2 more children on top of that, one of which is Mesmer, and another that we don't know about. We have a theory that it's Melina, who was our fire maiden before we took on Frenzy. But we don't know that for a fact. Did the Horn people kill Radagon 1.0 and she had to like rest or reanimate himself? We don't know why she hates the Horn people. That is a very good question. We don't know why that is. There's probably something there. Where she is secretly Horn person? Maybe. There is definitely something there. The flowers are so pretty. Does she want us to believe she's from space? So the thing that that led me to believing that she was from space is twofold. There's one that says the Greater Order sent a vassal beast from space, or something along those lines. The vassal beast is something that we'll learn more about as we go, but it's Marika in a way. Then on top of that, there was... No, I don't think it's vassal as in mother. I think grandmother. I think it's vassal as in you are my lesser, I am king. You are my Dutch. You own a duchy. You are a baron or whatever, you know? And Marika is part of a race called the Newmans. And the Newmans are originally from space. So, I don't know. I don't know. Can you put it back? No. Did the tree lady have weird zombie-ish face? Well, I think she was a corpse. It did say it was an illusion. I just really enjoy watching randomizers because it's a new challenge. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe. I'm not going to run prediction for this guy. I'm just going to kill him. I'll wait for the ad to be over, though. There's got to be more there. And I'll figure it out. Not right now. Now, this guy doesn't have a boss health bar. interesting that this guy seemed to have respawned, but now doesn't have a boss health bar like he did before. That's a weird thing. Excuse me. Sir? Dang. Pass. Ooh, stop. Hobbs Goblin, thank you for the raid. Hello, how are you? How's your stream? Come on. Homie. Okay. Man. Well, welcome in. I hope you had a good time with your stream. Chat, go follow Hobbs for a different Elden Ring experience. I just did. I'll be checking them out. We're listening to Drew's autistic rants. I mean, basically. I love games that are about figuring it out. That's my favorite kind of game. That's what I love doing in video games more than anything, is figuring it out. That's part of the reason why I like Outer Wilds so much, why I like Hollow Knight in this so much, why I think I would like Obra Dinn if I gave it another shot. I love games where you figure it out. And I didn't have that when I played Dark Souls 1 or 2 or 3 originally. 3 I had it a little. I went with the ideal that a lot of people who play these games have, where they're like, I'm just going to play the game and watch a VOD video after. And since then, since the young age where I played those games, I've realized that I enjoy figuring it out so much, that I enjoy piecing together bits and pieces, that I don't like doing that. I do enjoy watching the videos after the fact, but when I'm experiencing the game, I want to piece it together myself and figure it out myself, rather than go through someone else who figured it out, you know? And I wish I could get those playthroughs back of Dark Souls 1 and so forth, so that I could figure it out. It's part of the reason why, having finished Bloodborne, I haven't done that. I haven't gone through and watched all the VOD videos of Bloodborne, because when I played Bloodborne, I didn't know that I loved figuring it out so much. So I want to replay Bloodborne so that I can start piecing together that story for myself and we can go on that journey. Because I love this kind of stuff so much, and it's so rare that we play a video game, or rather, rewording, it's so rare that a video game releases that allows you to do that while also having a story so deep and so, like, just an infinite well of story and theory, things that are rich for theory crafting, and things that will then be corrected. And I love that part of this game, and I love being able to do it with this DLC and doing it with the main game when we did that. And it's part of the reason why I'm not necessarily upset by the existence of Night Rain, and that Night Rain is the next game that From Software is putting out. But more so disappointed that Night Rain is the direction that they're going. Rather than giving me and the rest of the Souls community another game that allows this kind of exploration of storytelling. They're instead releasing a roguelike video game that is a weird, half-baked alternate universe version of Elden Ring. That still weirdly has a tie to Elden Ring's story. It's called Night Rain, and you're trying to become the Night King or whatever the fuck it's called. And that is a storyline inside of Elden Ring that kind of got pseudo-cut, because there's still aspects of it there. No, they're not doing Fem Sekiro. That's, you're thinking of Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yote. But regardless, it kind of got, like, pseudo-cut from the game, and now they're exploring it in Night Rain, which is a weird thing. It's a weird thing, and I don't really care to play it because of that. I'm going to press this button. It makes me very hesitant. I did say that she was from space, and this is a massive crater from space. Falling Star Beast. Hello, once again. Not a grown one, a baby one. Interesting. Have you given Lies of P a shot? I have played Lies of P. I'm looking forward to the DLC. I forgot how to fight this thing, clearly. I am looking very forward to the DLC. Oh my god. I enjoyed parts of Lies of P more than a lot of FromSoft games. I liked that the story was more present and obvious and being told. Like, while I enjoyed this part of it, I liked that they were taking a different direction with that part of the game that was more easy to access for most people. Because while I enjoy doing this part of the game of the Lord dig, a lot of other people don't. A lot of other people don't like doing this, and in turn do just watch the VOD video stuff, so I liked that Lies of P was more direct in that way. And I definitely... that would have been death. And I definitely appreciated the way that it did side quests more than Elden Ring and Dark Souls and stuff. I think that... Jesus Christ. I think the way that, that Lies of P did side quests and stuff should be the norm going forward, where, like, their face is marked on the closest teleport location, the closest bonfire. I think that should be the way that these work. Because right now, for just about all of From Software's video games, in order to do a lot of storylines without missing a section and in turn fucking up the whole thing, you have to look it up. You have to look it up. So it's like, I hope that that becomes the norm going forward. First try. Imagine this as a stuffy plushie. That is a child version of other bosses in the game. That's the Falling Star Beast. There's also an older version that has an eyeball in the center, and then an older version of that, which is like a big dangling thing, like a kind of looks like a caterpillar of, not a caterpillar. What's the other one? A centipede of like rocks. And then there's an upgraded version of that called Estelle. It's like a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We meet the whole family tree. Said to have originated from the lightless dark far beyond, the home of the falling star beast. I just want to know more about these aliens so bad. And I feel like I've been given so little content in relation to it, and I was really hoping that would give me more. I just want to know more about them. I'm having to relearn how to fight, because my first playthrough can be summed up as, which dragon breath do I use? I get you. So what have you been using for this new playthrough? It's been so long for me. I've been debating giving it another run beforehand, though. I think that'd be good. I think that'd be a good way to spend your time. I really liked Lies of P. I stumbled through that sentence. Let me try again. I really liked Lies of P. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. Rapier and Buckler. I used for this playthrough, I used... two of these swords, two thrusting swords together. And it turns into this. Sorry. Turns into this. Which is a really cool moveset. I really like this moveset. So I was doing that for a while. My original goal of this playthrough was to go strength build. Because I did Twin Blades my first playthrough. I used what I call the foreskin remover, the circumciser, if you will, which was, I think I passed it. Oh my god, I have so many weapons. This one. I used this one my first playthrough. That's the circumciser. So I wanted to run something heavier and do like a heavy build. So I ran the fucking Mirai Executioner sword with fucking the Ice Great Sword. Fucking Ice Great Sword. Where are you? There it is. Dark Moon Gray Sword. So I ran this for a while and did this moveset for a while. But I ended up just using this move a lot. And that's when I discovered that I like the faster weapons in these types of games now. I'm more of a fast type of weapon guy now than I used to be. The circumscythe, if you will. Yeah. Oops. I have 50 endurance now. I'll get dex up to 35. Oh, hello. Oh, a lot of you, huh? Just a parade, huh? So now I'm using light grade swords that were in the DLC exclusive. And I was saying earlier that I wish the light grade swords there's only 3 light grade swords in the game. 2 are boss weapons and the third is from a chest. So you can't really dual wield light greatswords without doing what I'm doing right now, which is just 1 light greatsword that happens to have 2 swords included. So I wish the one that was found in a chest was instead dropped. Ooh. So that I could get multiple of the one that I actually want to use, which is called Milady. Mask Man? Oh, Gold Mask? Maybe. Oops, wrong button. Now, I could go where I'm actually supposed to go, which is down in that hole. But I'm curious what's over here. I'm curious to taste it. So I'm instead going to look around and ignore enemies while I have weird frame rate issues that aren't really frame rate issues, because you can see my frame rate right there. But weird frame rate issues all the same, because it keeps bouncing. It keeps fucking stuttering. Oops. Huh. Dang. Help. Ooh. God damn. Let me mark on the map that this is here. Oops. Okay. Fucking stupid ass fucking hands. They're all eeping. And also, this area is like clouded in smoke, like a smog. Living in LA be like. Fingers, butthole. Huh. These ones are different from the ones that I met at the other finger ruins. Your mimic. The other ones were like... Oh, apparently I'm fighting someone. The other ones were like... They had like a grayish hue. These guys are more pink. And they don't seem to be casting spells, but... Instead are using like one spit out poison. These ones are different. Still gonna ring the bell, though. Nice. Now I need to head back to the church and meet up with creepy, insane bishop dude. See what's going on there. But first I'm gonna head down this way, because there's like a... Looks like it leads down to like a shoreline or something like that. I'm still fucking reeling from the shaman village, honestly. I'm not even gonna front. I'm still reeling from the things that we learned over there. Like, I'm trying desperately to piece it together, and I don't know. Those rocks look like the finger monsters? Yeah, they're giant fingers. Lined with fingerprints. I should let y'all know that based on the things we're discovering and based on the fact that we fought and killed Mesmer last time we played this, we do seem to be approaching the end of the DLC. If I were to guess. We still have a little bit of main game left as well. But after we finish the DLC, there's only like 2 or 3 streams left of the game in general. Because obviously I don't know how long the DLC is. Like, I could be wrong in what I say. But I do know how long the main game is, and once we finish... I don't know why these guys are here. And once we finish the DLC, we only have like 1 or 2 streams left of the game. And I'm warning you that that's gonna fucking ruin me, because while I am obviously happy that we have more free time to play more different games and dive down different rabbit holes, even in the context of FromSoft and stuff, I'm excited to play other From Software titles that of times past and be able to do that without running 2 at the same time. I just got souls from something. I have been playing this game for a year now. A little over. This was the 12-hour stream of January 2024. So, like, we've been playing this game for a little over a year, with big breaks in between, mind you. When the DLC broke, I couldn't play the game for about 6 months. Give or take, maybe 4, give or take. So with big breaks in between, mind you, but still, this game has had a large section of my mind share for quite a while, and I just... having this leave my mind share and no longer be on the to-do is going to be some level of devastating for me. It's going to be like, because I know me and I know this has happened before, where it's gonna suddenly feel like a part of me is missing. You know what I mean? Because, like, while I am ready to move on to other things and do other things and play other video games and have an open schedule for this time slot and stuff, like, while I am excited for that stuff, I don't ever want this to end. Because, like, at the end of the day, regardless of everything, this is, in my opinion, one of the greatest games ever made, and, in my opinion, one of my favorite games. I love this video game. And having it be gone is going to be very sad. I am excited to learn all the things I missed in this DLC and figure out all the stuff that I could have done. I'm gonna miss it. There has to be something here. And all I want to be answered is, if I cast this minor Erdtree in this spot, is something going to happen? That is the answer that I want. I want a yes or no. If I cast this minor Erdtree in this spot, is something more going to happen than just the spell? That is the question that I have. Sometimes you say stuff and it's so baby girl in the most non-demeaning way. I don't think that's demeaning in any way. That's how I felt about finishing Tears of the Kingdom. I felt when I finished Breath of the Wild for the first time. Like, this is a very long journey that we've taken. I'm sure I'll feel the same way when I finish the Zelda series as a whole. Because it's like, those are amazing games. You know what I mean? Also, Hobbs, if you're still here, thank you for the follow earlier. I stream Thursday through Sunday at 10 p.m. EST. Feel free to come by anytime. I also do a bunch of content on different platforms. I do a bunch of shit. You don't need to worry about every single place individually. Just join the Discord. You join the Discord and you can keep up with everything that I do everywhere in one place. Easy peasy. Man. It seems like this is it. And that the main thing that was here was the implication that this is where Marika was born. And that, or rather, that this was Marika's home before she was Queen Marika. That is that is all it seems to be, which is a very massive lore drop for just a random village. But I'm surprised there isn't more with this. It seems to just be an extremely baby minor Erdtree. Alright. You wanted to know if Grandma's hair was braided, so I'll head back up here real quick. No. Hey, there's that storm that that dude was asking if I was getting. No. I have so many questions about where I am and what this area is. Like, what is this? Like, I don't know. I gotta close my window real quick because now it's storming. Very intensely. All of a sudden. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. So I don't know what the realm of shadow is. I don't know what I don't know what this shadow realm is. Like, I don't understand conceptually what it is. However, the description of the DLC suggests that these lands were created, which like has a bit of a different connotation to it, but I don't know,
I
man.
told you once, I've no interest in companionship, but I must admit, Count Ymir did seem very pleased. Perhaps an exception is in order. Ymir is a shining star, in our eyes. The only star upon the black canvas of the night. Our meeting with the Count taught us of the star-draped sky. We know that we cannot reach out to touch it, but we can peer up at its brilliance and heed its guidance. We will never again lose our way in the night.
Interesting.
I have spoken far too freely. Pay me no mind. Let us focus on our shared purpose, our service to Count Ymir.
Hello there.
Out of God?
I heard another sound, colored by your essence. Simply exhilarating, I must say. The stars are dark tonight. But rest assured, this is no ill omen. On the contrary, I believe that this portends a magnificent starry cascade. Now, take this. My final gift to you. May you join the glimmering stars above.
Ruins map 3rd. Map to old ruins received. Check in inventory. A simple old map, faded and dirty, acquired by Count Ymir, High Priest. Indicates a 3rd and final hallowed ruin, distinct from those shown in the first 2 maps. May you join the glimmering stars above.
Oh, yes. I believe I can feel it brewing. This evening is a sign of a greater night to come. Do you recall what I said? That Marika and the fingers that guided her were unsound from the start? Well, the truth lies deeper still. It is their mother who is damaged and unhinged.
Whoa.
The fingers are but unripe children, victims in their own right. We all need a mother, do we not? A new mother. A true mother who will not give birth to further malady.
Huh? Huh? Hang on. Okay. Having reread what he just said, I think he's referencing the greater will. Because if it is both the mother of the fingers and Marika, then I assume that he's speaking about the greater will itself, the outer god.
May you join the glimmering stars above. Oh yes, this evening is a...
Same thing.
May you join...
Okay.
Now, be on your way. Now.
Interesting. Yuri, beloved child. Interesting. What is the high priest of? That is a fantastic question.
Now.
Forgive me. I failed you. Failed to birth you whole. But it won't be long now. I will soon be a mother. I will give you new life. I assure you. You will have life.
Trying to be a mother. Trying to become an outer god?
Please, will you allow the two of us this time alone? It isn't much to ask. Please, it isn't much.
Trying to become an outer god in order to revive, Yuri, a child who died in childbirth? Here's a prediction. And I think mother, the use of the word mother, I don't think is meant to be literal, but more metaphorical or hyperbole for the not presence but existence of an outer god. But I truly do not know. A record of crafting techniques left by a determined student of the Finger Ruins, his brush with the sublime all but shattered in his mind, though he was... His brush with the sublime all but shattered his mind, though he was left capable enough to leave these few precious words. Fingerprint Nostrum. Fingerprint Nostrum. Fingerprint Nostrum. Nostrum. Night. Oh, there it is. Boost mind, intelligence, faith, gradual HP loss. A secret medicine of those who attempt to turn their human bodies into fingers. Ingesting causes something to wriggle within. Maybe all those worm creature looking dudes that we've been killing are just other bishops or whatever who attempted to turn themselves into fingers? The existence of that does not make me comfortable, but I will blow all the same. I am not comfortable. Maybe thumbnail. Maybe thumbnail. Hang on. Turn around. Maybe thumbnail. Maybe thumbnail. And one more. Okay. Meter. Mother of fingers. So this is a literal mother? Corpses? Question mark? Definitely resembles of a goo. I doubt the mother of Marika. I beat the story? No. You beat low rank. There's still more story.
The flu
is cooking.
Made her? I hardly met her. Why? Because life, finds a way. Alright. So, like... Yeah. So, like, were you once human? Or, like... So much damage. Interesting. So do you think this thing produces milk? There are no teats? You don't know that. Any one of these fingers could have a little nipple hanging off. Who cuts the fingernails? Maybe the bishop. Maybe this has been down here the whole time. I'm curious that if I, like, full leave and go check out the bishop again, if he has anything to say. I was half expecting the ladder to be gone. And the place is called Manus Meter. So is meter Latin for mother? Because Manus is hand. So does it mean man mother? Or sorry, hand mother? None of them are here. They're not here. Interesting. Okay. The spelling is wrong? Maybe. I don't know. So literally a hand mother because it has a vagina? Yes. It do be having a big fleshy fingery vagoo in front of it. They gave us weird fingery vagoo, but no booba? Come on, let me drink the finger milk. That was cool. She even smacks me with her titties. Her finger titties. Her fitties. Oh, so she can do that from any angle. God damn. Ah! I got flicked. This is reminding me of a boss from Bloodborne named Rom. And it's my least favorite boss in Bloodborne, but it seems like this is done better. Almost looks like we're under the sea with coral. Coral. This boss is eating my ass, and it doesn't feel as good as I expected it to. I got hit by the laser. Okay. Oh my god! Let me in! Dang. Fucking meter just fucking goatsied at me. What a weird video game this is. strange video game. I should have respawned at the main thing, at the bonfire. Well, easy solution. Well, easy solution. At least she didn't monkey fart on you. Yeah, I definitely don't want that. That's where I'm gonna have to call it for today. We're gonna have to return to this next week and give it full send. Because it's almost end time, and I have a bunch of workouts to do. So we're gonna call it there.